a cooking program that I'm doing for my joint pain protocol group. And as I was doing this, cleaning out my refrigerator, as you can see here, I had a thought and I wanted to share it with you. So, how many times have you been in this situation? It's maybe 6:30, 6:30 in the evening, and you haven't even thought about what's for dinner. All right, what's for dinner, right? We've all been there. The best feeling is when you know that you have go to foods in the house and can whip together a meal that you know isn't going to be spiking either your blood sugar levels and keeping you up all night, right? All the things that are contributing to you feeling older than you really are. Things like joint pain, fatigue, but also things you might not have thought about, like moodiness or bloating, digestive issues, or worse yet, old wrinkly skin. Yeah, all because of what you're eating. So, back to that question, what can you make for dinner? And more to the point, what can you be eating that will keep you active, fit, young, and vibrant, and not feeling like you're aging every minute? If you know me, then you know I talk a lot about eating and living in a way to avoid inflammation. I post about it, write about it. Heck, I almost dream about it now. My husband can probably recite word for word my message after hearing about it so many times. But truthfully, you may know about how to eat this way and maybe need just a little refresher course on what to add into your diet. Or maybe you don't, and you're just getting started on your health journey towards improving your joint health and regaining your energy levels. Either way, it's always great to hear the message or to be reminded about it. Cool, right? So I figured since I was pulling out all of these wonderful anti-inflammatory foods that you see here, I would share them with you. But first, let me say, why am I talking about this at all? Why is it so important to add in all of these foods in the first place? And that's a really good question. Other than tasting very good, the simple answer is we literally are what we eat. The nutrients from every piece of food we eat ends up someplace in our bodies. It gets broken down by the body in the digestive tract and transported into the bloodstream, where the body uses it to help build and nourish every cell in our body. If we give the body healthy building materials, we have happy cells that function properly and keep us moving pain-free. However, if we start eating foods that have unhealthy ingredients, guess what happens? Right. Our cells are taking in toxic ingredients or aren't getting the necessary nutrients that they need in order to function properly. That's like fueling a car with cheap contaminated gasoline and expecting it to operate like a high performance race car. It just doesn't work that way. In time, the engine gunks up. It doesn't run as smoothly. It's sluggish, and it can't accelerate the way it used to when you put your foot on the gas, right? And that's what's happening in our bodies when we're feeding it cheap fuel. So what exactly do you need to keep your engine running smoothly and firing on all cylinders? Good question. Let me give you a quick rundown. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in learning more about how to manage joint pain naturally without relying on yet more meds and other temporary fixes, I invite you to pop on into my free masterclass next week, where I'll be talking about why these things don't work and why it's not your fault. I'll leave the information on how to save you space in the QR code over here. Just click on it and it'll take you to a link to save your spot. So let's get back to what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Where was I? Oh, yes, okay. Yes, the foods you should be looking at to add into your diet to help maintain healthy, pain-free joints and basically age better. These foods actually help slow down the aging process. And who doesn't want to do that, right? Okay, So here are my top tips. You want to be eating foods that naturally help reduce chronic inflammation because that is at the root of what is causing us to age more quickly and ache. The top list, here you go. At the top of the list, nutrient-rich foods. These foods are like these that are right here. They give us the most nutrition for the calories. I like to call them nutrient-dense foods. We're looking for whole, unprocessed foods because they're packed with essential vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, fiber, and most importantly, phytonutrients that support our cells and work to neutralize the factors that are causing us to age prematurely. Next on the list is foods that are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These can be found in foods such as fatty fish, such as salmon or tuna. But they can also be found in plant foods, such as flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. Some that I have right here. Omega-3 fatty acids possess powerful anti-inflammatory properties that tamp down inflammation and promote healthy joints. Protein. We need an adequate amount of protein to help us maintain muscle mass and support tissue repair. As we age, muscle mass tends to decline, leaving us weak and susceptible to injury. But the quality of the protein matters, not just any protein. For that reason, we want lean sources of protein, such as poultry, fish, as I mentioned before, like that salmon and tuna, legumes, which are beans, such as chickpeas or lentils. They're very high in protein. They're also very high in fiber, which is good for an anti-inflammatory diet. And of course, there's tofu, which is also very high in calcium as well as protein. And then last but not least, take a look at what's in front of me. Lots of color. We want to be eating colorful fruits and vegetables. We want to add in color and we want to add in variety of color. And unfortunately, that does not mean M&Ms and Skittles. Sorry about that. The vibrant hues of fruits and vegetables indicate the presence of potent antioxidants such as vitamin A, C, and E, as well as those phytonutrients that I mentioned earlier, such as flavonoids and carotenoids. These antioxidants help neutralize harmful free radicals, which can damage cells and contribute to chronic diseases and age us prematurely. So there you have it in a nutshell, right? I always look to add these foods into my diet every day and have included them in my program, the Joint Pain Protocol, along with other helpful tips and support to help you reduce swelling and joint pain and rev up your energy levels. So if you're looking to understand how the body works to help manage your joint pain and boost your energy levels, then I welcome you to sign up for my free masterclass next week to learn what might be keeping you from getting back into the game and being active again. I'll drop the link in the comments below, but you can also use the QR code here to save your spot. And as always, I'm here to support you on your journey to optimal health and vitality. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or need personalized guidance. Now, I'm going to get back to prepping my foods for the week. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.